Hey everybody, it's Mark here, coming at you with another trading video. Let's jump right into it. I'm looking at crude oil right now, and I've been talking about crude oil a lot lately because of this triangular consolidation. This is what you call a consolidation, you call it a flag, you call it a pennant, whatever it is, it's a consolidation. And it proved to be bullish because price broke out of it, and I'll just draw it up here so you can see it better. So this is crude oil, and to get the best idea of crude oil, you look at the actual spot price, and you can look at CL, but the ETFs are going to be garbage as far as actually tracking the price because there's so much decay. Because the ETFs like USO, I'm sure you know USO or oil, when it's ETFs, they have to buy the futures. They buy the futures and to roll them over every month. It depends on how long they buy them, but it's just not the best way to have a long-term trade. But I mean, I'm not trading here anyway, so I'm not investing in oil. So so there's the triangle, and there's the breakout from the tip of it. And it's a clear break. It you can see how volatile it was off of the very end of the triangle. You can see that the volatility that day right there, the volatility, the percentage that it went up actually matched the volatility on these big moves right here that it put up, when it was clearly forming a bottom. And this one right here, this first day that see here, it was down, 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 down a lot, and then it had this big up day right here. That's what you call a wide ranging day. And those are, bottom signals when there's a volatile, percentage gain at the bottom of a trend. Anyway, so here it went up, and it did a shooting star right here, like this candle. This is a shooting star candle. It looks like it's an inverted hammer. It's like a hammer upside down, and you see these a lot at the top of flags, at the very top of a bull flag. So it's actually was kind of telling because it was a bottom right here. It kind of bottomed out, and I expected it to actually to retest this support right there, or that trend resistance, which was the resistance in the flag, because here it was catching resistance on the way, on the way to that tip. So it caught resistance, all the way, and then it came down. It came down right here and tested the former resistance, which is former resistance becomes support. That's a trading rule that anything that's resistance before, once it's broken out and it comes back, that's the new support. So like I always say oil trades very well off technicals, and right here my point's being proven, because it's trading perfectly off technicals. You can look at whatever fundamentals you want, but you don't need to. This is just perfect chart right here as far as the technicals go. So the question is, though, what's the trade? And I've pretty much missed the trade because I was gonna buy the breakout right here, and I missed that for whatever reason. But so it came back down and retested, and it's kind of it definitely looks bullish. You can see there's two hammers back to back. See this hammer right here? There's a hammer right there and a hammer right there. And I was looking at crude here pre-market. It's like 4 a.m. right, and then it's 4 a.m. on the East Coast right now, and I'm looking at I'm looking at oil right now, and it's down like less than 1%. So even though it's down right now, you can see it, I mean it could go up on the day, and I think the setup here is if well the technical setup is if it breaks above the high of the day on Friday. If it breaks that, it goes above that. The high was well on this is crude oil itself. The high was 47.97 on USO. That would be USO. The high was, let's see what the high was. The high was 1532. So it very well could just crash. Because we don't know what it's going to do. We just know what the setup is. I think the setup is to go long, oil. Buy oil if price hits above 1532. And even when I'm using these resistance, which was the 1532, when I say it goes above the day, when it goes above that price, I want to see it go above by, not just a penny, not just a percentage. I want to see it go above it, enough to make sure it's holding. Like so, 15. Yeah, I want to see it hit 1535, just in case doesn't hit resistance. It could hit resistance, and it could hit that 1532 and just fall back because that was the resistance. So I want to see it hit like 1535 or 1540. Then it'll pretty much be proven to hold that. Oil is a little different than momentum stocks because like a momentum stock, it'll usually if it hits that high, it'll just keep running and running and running. But for the sake of oil here, the setup I think is just to go long, and it's so it's so like not volatile right now that being long biased. I mean, I wouldn't mind being in a better price, but I just want to make sure that the technicals play out here because they look like they're. I mean, this is an incredibly bullish chart right here. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that as far as price obeying technicals. I mean, look at that. I mean, the retest. The retest was. I mean, if I did like a scientific analysis, like look at the highs and the average high, and I mean, I'm just drawing a line here, but I mean, that's pretty crazy. And it looks a lot like silver. So let's look at gold and silver. Gold's been very bullish lately, like really bullish. And a lot of people are saying, like I was listening to the show on the radio about everybody's just seeing gold higher. I mean, everybody sees it going higher, and it's usually a bad thing. But I mean, nobody likes gold. I mean, nobody understands gold really. That gold as an investment or anything. So let's look at gold. I mean, look at that. Yeah, it broke out. See it broke out right here. I mean, it looks overbought. I mean, it really does. It looks overbought right now. It could be a flag right there, but uh, there could be a trade on if it breaks out again. I think silver looked a little more like oil, but let's just see. I can't remember. Let's see the spot price. and neither of these are trading as good as oil is. Nah, you can kind of, I mean, you can kind of see. Well, it's just like it's just flagging up here. It's a really weird. It's a very weird consolidation. I don't really like. I don't like silver as. I can't figure it out. So I'm just not gonna trade it. And so that might be the best setup I've seen lately in oil to buy oil. And I used to look at the dollar a lot because the usually when the dollar falls, oil goes up. But yeah, I just kind of see what the market does and just go on that instead of trying to guess. But you can see, yeah, there's some action here pre-market, and market's pretty much flat. S&P's down a little bit, and Nasdaq's up and basically break even. It's not even a gain. And I was looking at the biotech index. It's still in this flag here. I mean, I'm not. It's still in the. It's still in this trading range. Let's just call it a trading range, and we'll figure out what it's going to do after it gets out. It gets out of this, but it's not. It's not there yet. We just got. It's all about patience. We're just going to wait for it. And as far as my positions go, I I took off MEMP with a loss. Probably like a 5% loss or something, or 4%. Which I was expecting. I was expecting, my stop loss triggered, so I didn't get killed on or anything. So I have no problem taking a loss. It has to be pretty unemotional. That's why I set my stops. I set a stop loss, usually before I even buy it or before I enter a position. So I want to know where I'm gonna exit the position. You can't go into something without knowing when you're gonna get out. And it's how you turn into disasters. And I used to do that a long time ago, but I've just learned. I've been trading for like, gosh, like I started day trading in like 2008, and I've taken long breaks. Taken very long breaks from it. I traded mostly like I think I traded a lot. Yeah, I traded a lot in 2008, 2009, 2010, and then I never had time for it for a few years, and well, a couple of years. So, but I mean, I've always looked at charts. I'm always looking at charts. So you could say I've never really taken a break from markets, but as far as like part-time or full-time trading, I haven't done it uh, all the time, but I've done it a long time for sure. That's for sure. And this is one. This is a stock I'm short right now. This is Tuesday morning. TUES. Tuesday morning is a brick and mortar retail store. As far as I know, they're around the country. I mean, they're in my city here in North Carolina. They're they actually just closed a store in my city, which is kind of a flag for me to short it too. Because I'm imagine they're closing stores across the country. If they're closing, there's usually not just one store closing. I mean, it's very possible, but given the stocks and the company's trying to cut costs or anything, uh, and this is just a retail stock. It's in a clear downtrend. Huge volume on the sell side, and it tested that resistance and failed. Yeah, I thought I was gonna bullish engulf here. I shorted it like right here, and my average, yeah, I shorted it at 589 is my average, my cost basis, and it's down to 582 now. So I'm doing good in this one so far. I was kind of worried. I thought I was gonna stop out. I had a stop loss for about six. It was like 622, and it never got any strength, and it just stayed down here. So, and it's actually bullish. It's actually bearish engulfed that day. I mean, this looks really good right now. Like, see a bearish engulf there. Cause see, it looks like it looked like a bull. It looked like a bullish candle, and then just screw that. It just said screw that bull and engulf that shit. So it's looking pretty good with that. And I haven't scanned. I don't think I scanned that much this weekend. No, I haven't scanned that much. I kind of need. I just need to. I need a couple days off from thinking about the market and everything. The mind needs rest. I learned that when I was essentially managing my own uh, franchise, where I was a sales agent, and when you're in sales, your mind's always going, and it's the same in trading. You're always thinking about the next trade. Like in sales, you're always thinking about the next sale, and even when you're in sales, there's no days off, but in trading, there's really never a day off, and either except on the weekend. But I mean, I was always scanning in the weekend. I'm pretty tired right now, so I guess I'm pretty coherent for working like a 9 hour shift, but I'm pretty tired right now. So Tuesday morning, got that on, and I'm not gonna take any profits, even if it's down a lot tomorrow, because I mean, unless it's down a lot, but I really see this as a position swing trade with the way Walmart just had a horrible quarter. I mean, Walmart stock was down 10%, and the whole sector is pretty weak. And I see profit taking about 5, probably would be good. Well, actually, about here, 517, the low fives, 525, 517, something like that. So, like lately, I've been scaling out. Like I take profits as soon as I get them, which is good. But some of those I just totally nailed, and I missed a little bit. I missed a little bit by selling it, in like halves. But uh, I still like the idea of taking profits as they come instead of when it hits your target, because you never know. I mean, you never know what's going to do the next day or the next hour. So the future can only be predicted in short time frames, and that's kind of what trading is, in my opinion. So when you take a gain, you gotta take it. When you get a gain, you gotta take it. Because that's the name of it. I mean, that's what you do. Profitable traders take profits. It's pretty simple. So Tesla, I just heard they just put their Model X out, and who knows what that's doing? I don't know. I was gonna short it. I kind of missed that one. I had a line. I was gonna short it right here, and I probably just was looking at a lot of stuff. But that's all I'm talking about right now. And I probably won't be able to get to any scans, but nothing really changed much the past couple of days. I mean, from Friday or Thursday. So it's kind of the same stuff out there as far as I know. I did look at some stuff I think on Friday, but if I see something crazy, if I see something great, I'll post it up. But but that's all for tonight. This is Mark signing off.